this is Baruch at the Tigun Elevator Kollel, and believe it or not, I'm in Jerusalem. I hope to be able to get some videos or something that I can attach to these so you get an idea where I'm at, because it's absolutely fantastic view that we have of the Holy Temple, the Temple Mount, and from here, and it's very, very thrilling to be here, but it's a time of danger. We're here to try to help out and lend support. So here we are in the Z0HAR. So we're in the Z0HAR, which are actually basically deeper explanations of the bits of the Sifra Tzniut. Let's get started. So there seems to be a dispute about exactly when these special times. So but we'll just read along and we'll pick it up. When exactly this special time? When the gates, the 13 gates are open, they come off of the beard of Erigonpin and manifest themselves at Zeranpin. Amne b'divrei Arizal v'Agra, both agree. Mavur l'hedyer the Eirech b'kam b'chaseres yimei tshuva, that were specifically speaking about the 10 days of tshuva, because before we were saying that perhaps it included Elul as well, because we have rise to that idea. V'lo b'chodesh Elul ein sham Elul. He said, Marie Saruk. Also, you have that there, here in the Kesiv Yad, he says, handwritten, Khan. Levi Divrechem, Yesh did Chos Masha Kasa Beforshim, where the Meforshim came along and said, Bediktuk Loshen Bezimna Demata, where they really were particularly focusing on this one phrase. Bezimna Demata, at the time that there's a special time. Behind the Kishemegir Samuch l'Chodesh Tishrei, we get close to the Chodesh Tishrei. When is close? Close as Elul. That's what the others said. El Yesh the forest behind the Shehagia Kavar, that it already has arrived. Now let's see. There was something there. I was supposed to get off of that, but I didn't get it. And well, we'll take a look at this. There's really not much there involved. We're going to pick up on Zion. So we'll see that in a minute. So he said, Chodesh Tishrei, the rabbis say this is Gemara Mesachim. Loshen Demata Zimne, where we have that phrase that this special time has occurred. That is the idea, is that it already came. It's not, so he said, what? Demata Zimne, it's the coming of that time, but it means that before the time. That's what they said. With the same thing when we're talking about the time that the 7th month came. When we're looking over here at the beginning of the 7th month. Now here we had number Vav over there, we're going to skip it. That's the Saras Yomim Arishonim. So now we're going to go over to a deeper look at this, and I think we can probably see it. This is the lesson. He gets very specific about what does it mean when you say the 7th month, Hamor Khan. The B'Shosa Kamba Chodesh Shavi. Now he's a different derech. He says what it means the entire month, the 7th month. Now here I'm in Israel because it was a massacre that took place at the end of in Shmini Atzeres, Simchas Torah, we had a massacre that took place. So he says that you understand that he's saying over Shamor Khan that it's only the Kol Chodesh Shavi, which includes Sukkot. Even the Chag of Sukkot, the Zel Shana Bedilog is a Mashalon Ember the Kapper Aleichem. Because Iri Chag, it said this a quote. Kekol Chodesh Hashivi, who kula the Kapara, the whole month is a time of Kapara, which is mashma that what happened on October the 7th of this year, or the previous year, I don't know how you count the years, of 2023, 5783. Who kula the kapara, it's a whole month is given for kapara. Amenimsha called to kunot Z0HAR Rosh Hashanah. So all this begins from that time, but goes all the way through the months. The commercial scholar but Sifra Tzniut, that this is quoting over here from the lesson, is quoting from here. Perik Beis Bezimda Demata Yarcha Shaviyach Mishtatcha Yarchi Elin Kleiser Ba'alma This month is 13. Ba'alma, what does it mean? Elul Ba'alma, it represents the number 13, which refers to the dikna, the beard of Eric Anpin. Mispatrit Laser Troy the Rachme, and in that month is where the 13th gates of Rachmanis are opened up. So therefore we see that's an atonement, and that you could fit in the deaths of all of these people and the kidnapping, and the whole thing is it's an anguish for the Jewish people. It's a mayim nukvin for the Jewish people, if we can learn how. So he says, Hanau, before the Hedya, they stake specifically the Irikon only at one time. There is one time in which this all works, and that's the Yeseres Yimei Tshuva. Bilvad the Oz Ne'emer Dirshu Havai Himatza, that you could seek Hashem in the place that can be found. When is that? So even a little machlok is going on there, little different views. V'lo b'kol chodesh Tishrei, not the whole month, just those 10 days. So since it appears like this, Lo Amar Rag Biyarcha Shiviyah, so it says specifically, in order to show you this, it says in the 7th month. Ela Hahikdim Lomer Bezim Demat. So it doesn't mean just the whole 7th month, but rather it means that it comes first and it says Bezim Demat, that there's a certain time in that month. I don't know if that's the Horo, excuse me. The Haidach of Rak B'Chagia, the Chidas HaChodesh Tishrei, that means the specific, this is the Gra and the Rav, also both agree on this at the beginning of the month of Shiva, below Kol HaChodesh V'yesh Lamar. Oh, there's other places, other comments. Let's see some more. So now we'll go back up to the top, and we'll pick up this. So he says, Shehigia Kavar Chodesh Tishrei. Gemoshe B'tzida B'chazal, the rabbis say like this again in that Gemara. He said, excuse me, I went back, I'm in the wrong place. Let's talk here. Now, if anybody's ever really spent any time looking at Shar Ruach HaKodesh, the big time stuff there, it's got to be the hardest place to work with, and probably the most rewarding, but at any rate, here it comes. Over there it says specifically in Elul everything opens up. What? The Yud Gimel Makoros, the 13 roots. Where do they come from? They come out of the 13 tikkun of the beard of Eric Anpin. Shall the Yud Gimel tikkun dikna the atika, which be Eric Anpin. And they reveal themselves. They shine down below. B'makom where? B'makom hamakiv shel mochim shel lachem. Now the mochim have two different kinds of lights within them. They have or benimian or makiv. It's shining there. This is a quote. It's not going into that particular idea right now. It's just going to quote Adkan. It says Ayin Sham. Now we're going to pick up this number Ches here and move along on that. We'll see what it says. Number Ches down below. Let's hear it is. Rei behemshech shar ruach hakodesh. Look over there. Sham b'zeh l'shon the commotion be'ardach of a reish idris hazinu ki mechutz the mochin the abba ve'ima with the accepting those or outside. Let's see what he means. Bokea or shalachem l'chutz, the light outside of them, the light of abba ve'ima breaks out. L'chutz v'umeir sham b'sod or makif, and it shows from the inside. Anything that comes from the inside and goes to the outside becomes the makif. So it becomes an or makif. In that light, which is the highest level of light that came from the inside, now it's on the outside, that light, that is where the light of the Tikkunim V'Dikna of Eric Anpin will shine, Adkan. So again, once over there, that's in Shar Ruach HaKodesh. You have it over there too. Niftachim Yud Gimel Makor Shel Yud Gimel Tikundi Dikna de Eric Anpin. So on that time, and then it says once again, specifically, it's in the 13 days of, in Elul. Elul is when the Yud Gimel Makor is that the beard opens up and brings out its light, and it flows. Where does it flow? He said, what to the Makif of Abba Ve'ima, the Eric Anpin, it comes out of the Dikna of Eric Anpin. V'hein mizgala the me'ira the mata ba'aba v'ima, and they reveal themselves, and they shine down below, into Abba v'ima b'makom ekefa mokim shalachem. So we said that. K'moshe v'arda b'chagdama le'idra that was explained over there. Ki mechutz the mochin the Abba v'ima. So let's say, look outside of the mochin of Abba v'ima. Or shalachem bokeya. There's a light that's inside of Abba v'ima that cannot be held inside of them, and it breaks out. L'chutz u'meir sham b'sod hekif, and it becomes a surrounding light, a makif. V'sham mizgalam eloch yud, and in that makif that's on the outside of Abba v'ima begins to shine what? The Yud Gimel Tikkun Dikna, the Erik Anpen Ad Kan. And let's finish out over here and find our place way back. He says, Makri shalom mocher shalachem ad kan ein sham. So let's go over it. And he says, of Rei Balgolas Rabbi Yehuda Pataya. So Rabbi Yehuda Pataya is the author of the Beis Lechem Yehuda. So what does he say? Shenis kasha bezecha v'zol l'shona. He has a problem with the Betemiki be'idra Rabbah. And Idra Rabbah says, I'm a Tishrei niftachim, that it says there specifically in the Tishrei is niftachim. V'locha be'elul. That's where we're at right now. Ad kan v'nisha sham b'kushia. So there seems to be a stira and a problem. Let's see if there's anything I can get out of number tests down here, down below. And we're going to finish up with this. He says, Rei b'sefer l'kuti Torah. Whoops, wrong place. Rei be'idra Rabbah v'zal l'shona te'ena. We learn like this. B'tzniusa de Sifra, the tleisa tikunim elin, the Tanya b'dikni yakira, that have to do with the dikni yakira. B'shvi'asa, in the 7th month, mishtatchi ba'alma. That's when you find it manifest in the world. Miftakei tleisacha b'teroi derachmi. And that's when the 13 gates of Makrachmanis open up. Ad kan. And that's the shir here today in the Sifra user, the Tzniuta, and saying the shir from Yerushalayim. It's nighttime here.